almost tipped the camera over onto myself. That would have been just awesome. Hey guys, what's up? Today's video is a little late because I literally just started filming this like at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So it's a little late. Sorry about this, but I have had like such a busy week. I'm leaving to the river on Thursday with my parents. Ryan is not coming, he is not a river person. But I wanted to do this video for you guys because I thought it would be a good one. Many people have rats, many people have different opinions on bathing rats. And I'm kind of gonna talk about my opinion in this one, but majority of like how to bathe them, I'm gonna go over while I'm actually doing it. So it's not super boring. I'm not just like sitting here between both of our bathrooms and my closet talking at you, okay? First thing to do when you're thinking about cleaning your rat because you think that they stink or that they're just dirty in general is you need to take a look at the environment that you are keeping them in. Many rats can be potty trained. All of my rats, I have 3, are potty trained. You will meet them today if you're brand new to my channel and you've never met them before. There's also a video where I introduce them to you guys. They were adopted from a rescue and they are named after a specific, like characters in a specific movie, and we'll see if you know what that is, just based off of their names. But you wanna take a look at the cage you're keeping them in. If you don't have a litter box for them, a designated litter box, and they're just pooping and peeing everywhere, then chances are you're always gonna have a dirty rat. I mean, not chances are, you will always have a dirty rat. Most rats are really good at grooming themselves and you don't have to worry about it. However, with unneutered males, they do climb over each other in the cage and they mark, so they dribble a little bit of pee and that can get all over the other cage mates. Sometimes rats will actually clean their cage mates. That's pretty typical. Some rats will not clean their cage mates or their personal hygiene is just not really up to par. So males specifically, which is one of the reasons why I am bathing my rats today, is because they haven't had a bath in about 8 months. I do them very, very sparingly. They've only had 1 bath since I've adopted them in the beginning of this year, and they crawl over each other and pee on each other a lot. That's lessened a lot now that they've been somewhat separated, but because they're not getting along very well. But they do get, unneutered males get what they call buck grease. And it's funny because I asked the vet what this was on my, because I have a white rat and you can really see it on him. His back gets these like little red, like it looks like red, like skin flaking off or something like that, but it's actually the butt grease and it's basically just a buildup of oils and it's kind of like a yellowy color. And so that gets like all over the back. And so that's a good reason to groom them too, if that's like really built up. But if you bathe your rats too much and too often, then you're gonna deplete their whole body of all of the oils that they need. So you don't wanna do that, you're gonna dry out the skin. So today I'm bathing mostly because of dominance urination and because of buck grease. And also, Data just loves to sleep in his litter box where he poops. Yeah. Why you might bathe your rat is because they are overweight, they are ill, and they can't really do it for themselves, or they're just elderly and they can't really do that. I would say for an elderly rat, baths can be somewhat traumatizing to rats, depending on your specific rat and their personality and how chill they are. But what I would do is I would just do a sponge bath for that sort of situation. You just wanna do like a sponge bath with some warm water and keep it pretty simple. Another reason might be a medical treatment. Maybe you're preparing to treat for mites or something of the sort and you need to bathe them first. That light just went off, ruining our ambiance. Another is odor control. Some rats are just not good at cleaning themselves, just like men, right? Some of them just don't have the best hygiene that we'd hope. So one thing about that though too is like, if you clean a rat's cage like too well, like every day and too much, they can't smell themselves and they will actually like urinate around even more. So just be careful. That's like a note when you're cleaning your cage and stuff. So there's that. Another reason you might bathe your rats is for if you're gonna be introducing them to more rats. This helps kind of like cleanse them of their super musky scent, and it can help with territorial issues when you are introducing 2 new rats. So it's a good idea probably to bathe both of them separately and then do your introductions. While you're giving your rat a bath, this is like an awesome time to just kind of like look over them and make sure everything is normal. There's no sores, there's no weird bumps, there's no, you know, anything strange going on. And this is a great time to do that because when they're wet, it's really easy to kind of see what's going on. For bathing, you can use like baby shampoo, which is tear-free. You can use an oatmeal-based dog shampoo, helps with the skin. You can use dish soap. It helps cut grease, so it'll help with that butt grease if that's one of the reasons why you're bathing your rats. I personally would not, I don't think there's any like number on like how often you should bathe your rats, but what I feel comfortable with is I would only bathe my rats like every 6 months, so like twice a year. Unless, of course, they were one of those other things like sick. I almost said sick or ill. It's like literally the same thing. My rats just pee all over each other. Like I literally see them purposely walk over the other so that they can dribble pee on them. Like I'm like, you're getting a bath later. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into this and I'll show you how I bathe my rats. One of my rats is like way chill with it and the other two are like, and Mikey especially squeaks a lot, and don't be alarmed though, he's fine. We're gonna make it as pleasant as possible. Today is a very, very warm day too, which is a great day to bathe pets because they're not going to freeze. You never wanna do this like when it's cold, too cold. I would heat up a room even, and you wanna make sure that the water is nice and warm for them, but not too hot. You're gonna wanna fill up your sink with some moderately warm water. Getting there. I find that this is much better than like trying to put your rat under running water because last time I tried that, they got pretty freaked out by it and I felt really bad for them. So we're gonna just fill this up and let them get used to the water slowly. I also brought some peas, some frozen peas. I'm gonna put these under the water. This will help like trick them into thinking that this is happy, happy, fun playtime. And you know, honestly, I've tried to get my rats to dive for peas many, many times and they don't really ever go for it. So I'm hoping for a miracle today. I'm gonna put some of these in here. You also wanna make sure that you have a paper towel or something ready to grab for your poops. Rats do poop in the water typically. I haven't bathed my rats one time where they haven't. So yeah, wanna have that on hand. You also want to have a towel with your name printed on it. No, I'm just kidding. Embroidered, that's definitely not printed. You wanna have a towel, a warm towel. You don't need to heat the towel, I'm just crazy. You wanna have a nice dry towel ready to go so that you can dry them off almost immediately. There are a bunch of little like red things. So I'm gonna start off by offering him a treat. He knows something's up, he's not interested. Just put him in here slowly, and you wanna be nice and soothing to your rats if you can help it. He's already a little freaked out. It's okay, baby, it's okay. Just put the water over. We don't wanna get water in the ears. So, just being nice and gentle. No, we gotta bathe you, honey. You're the dirtiest one of all. There's a fear poop. 2. No. If you can see in his fur here, there's like a bunch of little like oil buildup. The water is already like so yellow from him and I haven't even like used shampoo yet. It's okay, baby. So today I am using some dish soap because he is extra greasy. I'm putting that straight on him. It's okay, honey. Oh, I know, it's all right. It's so scary to get a bath. So we're getting a little lather going. See, that's not so bad. For the tail, you wanna make sure that you start from rump to the end of tail. You don't wanna go up this way. Rats' tails actually are full of scales. And basically imagine like shingles on a house. If you run it up this way, you're just shoving a bunch of dirt and oil under the scales. So you definitely don't wanna do that. I'm gonna fill this up again because it got a little chilly. We are going to gently dry. Get off as much water as we can. And And I like to use the towel that's kind of wet and just go over the face lightly and around the ears. Now it's Mikey's turn. Mikey has a bit of a little infection that we're trying to get through. That's why he's got some porphyrin around the eyes. I swear I've been treating it for like 8 months and I don't know. Now he's one I like to check out in particular because the other rats do pick on him and I need to make sure that he's doing okay in there and check out if there's any scabbing or anything. It's okay, baby. It's all right. Last but not least, we've got Chunk. He is the biggest rat that I have. He is actually on a diet right now. He's probably too fat to even like clean himself like he should. Now, when it comes to their nails, they are extremely sharp. They pretty much leave like red marks all over my chest like this. And I am slightly allergic, but I do not trust the vet or myself with clippers around these tiny, tiny little nails. So what I like to do is grab a nail file and file them. Yeah, what is that? And then no one's gonna lose any toes and everything's gonna be fine. Usually it's much easier if somebody helps you with this. Sadly, no one else in my house will touch a rat, so I'm on my own. There you have it. That is how I bathe my rats. Hopefully this was somewhat entertaining and somewhat useful for you. Those of you that have rats or you're thinking about getting rats or you just wanted to check out my rats. It is over, you guys. The worst is over. I'm gonna put them in their cage with a fresh towel, not the one I dried them with, but a fresh brand new one. So if they need to dry off anymore, and in their little area, it's even a little bit warmer than it is in here. So it's perfect and they should dry very quickly. They're down here like grooming themselves. We just did that, you guys. It's all good. Day late, $1 short. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.